Welcome to System Dynamics Online Tutorials. In this session we're going to cover the quality control test entry within the quality control module of Dynamic 3i. Under manufacturing within the quality control and under processing we have the quality control test entry. What this application allows me to do now is actually enter the results of a given test that was done to a certain product on the shop floor, on the assembly line, etc., as it's being actually manufactured. It's important to note that these tests must be previously set up in the system as valid tests and be actually attached to my finished product or attached to the component product that's going to be tested. The system, when the application when first entered, is automatically in a query mode, asking for the products to be pulled up with their associated tests. The system has asked me for the warehouse as to where these quality control tests are. I can use a list of values and it will show me all of the valid warehouses where there are tests set up within the system. So by simply selecting the OM and executing, the system automatically brings up the particular product and the job that's actually associated with that product. Going down, I have multiple jobs in the system that are coming from the manufacturing environment. So these are all specific jobs that can now be tested. The work center that I'm going to do the test result entry on, again, I can use a list of values, and the system will pull the valid work centers that have tests set up for them and have attached to them within the product quality control maintenance. So Work Center 700 has a test against it, and if I use a list of values here, the test will automatically come into play as alcohol. So now, since there's only one test here, now I can actually get the pertinent information here, and the transaction sample information, the transaction is a date which will populate after committing, and then this sample information is just particular information about the test that was actually done. So this could be taken from tap. The result would be the actual result of the specific test that was done. Now this gets into acceptable and any result detail and explanation that I want to do. So if I actually put in a result of 2, the system will automatically verify this result against the actual test that I have previously defined up and tell me that it's actually acceptable. So by taking the result now, if we want to look at the result detail, the system will bring up the specific information about this alcohol test. The target is 22, so that's our actual valid value that we want to hit. We will accept anything down to a range of 15 to 28 as a maximum, and it's just telling the sample point here should be at the filler, so that's information only. What the system will do here is this is information only that I can call up. I can close this. If I was to happen to enter a value of 14, and this was the test result, the system would not flag this result as being acceptable, but it would ask me, is this the final test? And I could at that point finalize this test. It's not going any farther, and actually from an explanation point of view give any amount of the volume, etc., any type of verbiage that I want to tag to this quality control test can be done at this point. If the level was acceptable, i.e. If I just call up this result again and it was within the range from 15 to 28, the system automatically tells me that by virtue of having a valid result within the confines of the tests being set up, this is acceptable, and I can finalize the by setting this flag. It's just that there is this test will not be entered again for this job. This test is gone, it's been passed. If another test is going to occur, this will be made available to me, and I can do more tests down here and more results as the job goes on or as that particular product is tested. Accepting this, and we'll accept this as a final. Again, I can put any explanation I want here. Test was acceptable, and simply save this to the database, and the system commits the test to the database. Automatically puts me into query mode again for the next warehouse product that I wish to do quality control on. So this is a continual result entry oriented application.